In this video, in the SpaceEngine Planetarium, I'll show you the system from the game Subnautica 2. I found this system in the Steam Workshop. For those interested, here it is. And there's a link to it in the description of this video. I'll say right away, I've never played Subnautica, so I don't know if the author of this system did everything right. If you notice any discrepancies, then let me know in the comments. Well then, I present to you the Idothea system. The system is located in the center of the galaxy, about 20,000 light years from Earth. At its center is a close binary star, consisting of two red dwarfs, Ito and Thea. These are even contact binary stars. They rotate so closely that they merge their outer layers into one object while still maintaining their individuality. Here's what it looks like in HDR mode, and here's what it looks like up close. You see that there are actually two stars touching? First and main star of the system is called Ito. It's a red dwarf with a surface temperature of 3577 degrees Celsius. The second star is also a red dwarf, already much smaller in size. Its name is Thea. Its surface temperature is the same as that of the main star. There are 5 planets in this system. The planets have their own moons, and on one of them, there is life. The first planet in the system is called Idothea 1. It's a temperate, airless mini-carbonia, meaning this planet completely lacks an atmosphere. The planet is tidally locked to the star or stars. With 2 stars, it faces the star with one side. Its diameter is 3,832 kilometers, and its mass is slightly over 1 moon. And the average surface temperature is 29 degrees Celsius. This is what it's like here on the surface. Due to the lack of an atmosphere, the sky is just dark space. But we can observe these 2 stars. I'll switch to auto mode as well. By the way, in this mode, you can clearly see these 2 stars. I'll speed up time some more, and here's how the whole thing looks. You see? Because the second star touches the first star, there are even these jumps in brightness. And this is how it all looks in HDR mode. And if you speed up time 3,000 times, you can see how the brightness constantly changes due to the movement of the stars. The next, second planet in the system is called Apiary. It's a gas giant of the temperate sub-Jupiter types. Its diameter is 118,626 kilometers. That's more than 9 times larger than Earth, and its mass is 3,300 of Jupiter's mass. This planet is not tidally locked to the star. The average temperature in its upper atmosphere is about 2 degrees Celsius. It has a large ring system and 2 moons, and one of them has life. And by the way, how clearly its 2 moons are visible? I'll zoom in. And actually, they're visible like this as if they're in one place. Let's start with the first moon. Its class is Warm Desert Terra. The moon is called Apiary 1. Its diameter is 4,507 kilometers, and its mass is almost 7/100 of Earth's mass. There's a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, and the average surface temperature is 100 degrees Celsius. And so here I am on its surface, and we immediately see such beauty in the sky. A gas giant like this with its large rings. And if we look in the opposite direction, here you can see how the stars shine. I found a beautiful, suitable spot to witness the sunset. Let's go ahead and watch it. And you could say, loosely speaking, night has fallen, because the light from the gas giant here will light up the dark side of the moon well. But right now, the gas giant isn't in a very good phase, so it doesn't really light up the moon much. And right here, you can see the second moon of this gas giant. And I'll give a little spoiler. This moon is actually very interesting. You'll see later. And at night, there's a great view of the Milky Way galaxy. And we see the satellites of the Milky Way, the small and large Magellanic clouds. I moved across the moon and found this beautiful spot facing the gas giant. Check it out in its full phase. And now it illuminates the surface of this moon much more brightly. Using manual mode, I managed to set up this exposure and view of the gas giant. This is closer to human vision, and here is the result. Now for the second moon, it has life. It's named Proteus. As I understand it, the most important object in this system. And I take it this is where the main event happens when playing Subnautica 2. This moon has organic multicellular life in the water and on land. Its diameter is 12,716 kilometers. That's almost the same as Earth, but it's 5% more massive than our planet. A day here lasts almost 6 days, and there's no axial tilt. The moon has a dense atmosphere, mostly nitrogen, oxygen, and argon. There's liquid water on the surface, and the pressure is 0.85 atmospheres. The average temperature is perfect, 18 degrees Celsius. So I've landed somewhere in an ocean, because there's water everywhere here. These are the clouds in the sky. And over there you can see through these clouds, the gas giant and the neighboring moon. By the way, I'll show show you the dark side of this moon. As we can see, there are no night city lights here, but on this side, we see how the gas giant illuminates the surface of this moon. If we hide the atmosphere and clouds, we can see the ratio of water to land on this moon. And as we see, it's mostly dominated by ocean here. There isn't that much land. Turning the display back on, I've landed on the land, and we can see vegetation here right away. It's green like this. These are the clouds here, and this is how the stars shine. And look at what a beautiful spot for a sunset. There are mountains like these here. Everything is so beautiful. There's also a coastline nearby. And let's watch the sunset on this moon. A stunning sunset because we also watched how the star changed its brightness as it moved toward the horizon. And at night, we can see parts of the gas giant's rings. By the way, they're visible very dimly. If you switch to auto mode, it looks something like this. But if you switch to manual and adjust the exposure, I managed to get something like this, switching everything back to HDR. And look at this, I've discovered another beautiful spot here. It's this sort of bumpy area, almost like some kind of canyon. There's no river down here, but it's really quite cloudy in this area. It might actually be raining here right now. And also, on the dark side of the moon, I saw that there are active volcanoes present here. And there's also an aurora borealis. There they are. And so this is the view of the gas giant from here. I'll fast forward time. And here's the gas giant in its full phase. I'll fly forward a bit. And look at that, what a beautiful sight in the sky. And if we switch back to HDR, we can even see the aurora again. This way, it's perhaps even more beautiful. I'll speed up time again. It's just wonderful. The next, third planet in the system is a gas planet, a cool mini Jupiter class. It's been named Idothea 3. Its diameter is nearly 4 times that of Earth, and its mass is a whopping 34 times Earth's. This planet is also not tidally locked to its star. The average temperature in its upper clouds is about minus 72 degrees Celsius. Next in the system is a rocky planet named Erratic Messenger. It's a cryogenic, airless world with a diameter of 1,685 kilometers and only 20% of the moon's mass. With these specs, I'd call this a dwarf planet. It's tidally locked to the star, and the average temperature is very low, minus 177 degrees Celsius. So this is what it's like on the surface. A bit dull, isn't it? Because there's no atmosphere, and the sky is basically open space. This world is quite far from the star, so the starlight isn't as bright here. But if we zoom in with a telescope, we can see these two stars right here. And overall, flying along the horizon of this planet, we see this varied, rocky surface. It's not exactly smooth, as you can see. I've even gone up into space a bit, and I see there's this large crater here. I'll head right down into it, and if we go right to the bottom, this is basically what we see. And I'm seeing a lot of craters here on this planet in general. And if you look at this planet's orbit, you'll see it's the only one with such a distinctly elliptical orbit around the star, compared to the others on circular orbits. And the final fifth planet in the system is a cold gas mini Neptune. It's named Idothea 4. The planet's diameter is over twice Earth's, but it's 11% lighter in mass. That's how it goes sometimes. It has no moons, but it does have these multicolored rings. The average temperature in its upper layers is minus 136 degrees Celsius. See, this planet even has its own storm spot. This mini Neptune has a significant axial tilt of 74 degrees, so it's almost lying on its side. And so this is actually the right way to look at it. Turning on auto mode again, wow, those rings look so beautiful. I'm really curious to fly into these green rings and see what the view is like. And here I am, right inside the rings. Everything is so dense here and so green. And this, guys, is in real time. But if we slow down time below real time, we can see and distinguish all these rocks or fragments. Ice, depending on what these rings are made of. And everything's so green, it's just gorgeous. The planet is over that way, but as you can see, it's not visible through the rings at all. What if we try to fly into some other rings now? We have these purple ones right here. Now I'm inside them, and now everything is so purple. By the way, the planet isn't visible either. It's located somewhere over there. But for fun, let's fly into these closest rings of it. They look kind of red. Here's what it looks like up close. Flying into them, and we see this kind of view here. The rings here are also more purple than red like I thought. But at least here we can see the gas giant. And now I'll turn on real-time mode, and everything is spinning so fast. What if we switch to auto mode as well? Oh, how bright everything is all of a sudden. Nah, I'm switching back to HDR. Well, this is the system I had for review today. I'll say it again. If there were any inaccuracies in this system, let me know in the comments. Anyway, if you like my video, don't forget to support it with a like. Thank you very much.